Chapter 10. Save money. The only factor you can control generates one of the only things that matters. How wonderful. Let me convince you to save money. It won't take long, but it's an odd task, isn't it? Do people need to be convinced to save money? My observation is that yes, many do. Past a certain level of income, people fall into three groups: those who save, those who don't think they can save, and those who don't think they need to save. This is for the latter two. The first idea, simple but easy to overlook, is that building wealth has little to do with your income or investment returns and lots to do with your savings rate. A quick story about the power of efficiency. In the 1970s, the world looked like it was running out of oil. The calculation wasn't hard. The global economy used a lot of oil. The global economy was growing, and the amount of oil we could drill couldn't keep up. We didn't run out of oil, thank goodness, but that wasn't just because we found more oil or even got better at taking it out of the ground. The biggest reason we overcame this oil crisis is because we started building cars, factories, and homes that are more energy efficient than they used to be. The United States uses 60% less energy per dollar of GDP today than it did in the 1950. The average miles per gallon of all vehicles on the road has doubled since 1975. A 1989 Ford Taurus sedan averaged 18.0 mpg. A 2019 Chevy Suburban, absurdly large SUV, averaged 18.1 mpg. The world grew its energy wealth not by increasing the energy it had, but by decreasing the energy it needed. US oil and gas production has increased 65% since 1975, while conservation and efficiency has more than doubled. What we can do with that energy? So it's easy to see which has mattered more. The important thing here is that finding more energy is largely out of control and shrouded in uncertainty, because it relies on a slippery mix of having the right geography, weather, and geopolitics. But becoming more efficient with the energy we use is largely in our control. The decision to buy a lighter car or ride a bike is up to you and has a 100% chance of improving efficiency. The same is true with our money. Investment returns can make you rich, but whether an investing strategy will work and how long will it work for and whether markets will cooperate is always in doubt. Results are shrouded in uncertainty. Personal savings and frugality. Finances, conservation, and efficiency are part of the money's equation that are more in your control and have a 100% chance of being as effective in the future as they are today. If you view building wealth as something that will require more money or big investment returns, you may become as pessimistic as the energy doomers were in the 1970s. The path forward looks hard and out of your control. If you view it as powered by your own frugality and efficiency, the destiny is clearer. Wealth is just the accumulated leftovers after you spend what you take in, and since you can build wealth without a high income, but have no chance of building wealth without a high savings rate, it's clear which one matters more. More importantly, the value of wealth is relative to what you need. Say you and I have the same net worth, and say you're a better investor than me. I can earn 8% annual returns and you can earn 12% annual returns, but I'm more efficient with my money. Let's say I need half as much as money to be happy while your lifestyle compounds as fast as your assets. I'm better off than you are, despite being a worse investor. I'm getting more benefit from my investments despite lower returns. The same is true for incomes. Learning to be happy with less money creates a gap between what you have and what you want, similar to the gap you get from growing your paycheck, but easier and more in your control. A high savings rate means having lower expenses than you otherwise could, and having lower expenses means your savings go farther than they would if you spent more. Think about this in the context of how much time and effort goes into achieving 0.1% of annual investment outperformance. Millions of hours of research, tens of billions of dollars of effort from professionals, and it's easy to see what's potentially more important or worth chasing. There are professional investors who grind 80 hours a week to add a tenth of a percentage point to their returns when there are 2 or 3 full percentage points of lifestyle bloat in their finances that can be exploited with less effort. Big investment returns and fat paychecks are amazing when they can be achieved, and some can achieve them. But the fact that there's so much effort put into one side of the finance equation and so little put into the other is an opportunity for most people.